Since the dawn of time, things have happened. People have talked about those things. First with cave paintings, then with language, writing, and art. In our time, we use the internet. From the depths of nerdom come four guys who talk about things too. World-famous internet celebrity Justin L. The destroyer of BotCon, Bedbugs. A man who rejects the concept of catch and release, Justin Catfish. And the customizing powerhouse, Mako Aspire. And Tyler F. This is Totally Alpha.
Good evening, everyone. This is Bedbugs, and this is episode number 21 of TKO. We're going to start with our introductions, and our first one on my Skype screen is Mr. Mako Aspire.
No, my name is Michael Aspire.
Michael Aspire.
How much longer you got on Facebook ban time, man?
2 weeks. I guess it's up the 13th, because it was the fucking day right before Star Wars came out. It's like, boom, there you go, 30 day. Suck it.
You can't even start your new year off right.
Michael will do. And I'm actually considering using Michael as the fucking main account. I don't know. We'll see.
Alright, and then our next individual is Mr. Catfish.
Happy New Year, motherfuckers! What's cracking?
I'm thinking a lot of bottles of champagne here in a few days.
Goddamn right. Well, today, motherfucker, when the show comes out, is New Year's Eve.
And some bitches' jaws when they don't fucking listen.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get my fucking yearly blowjob, I'm gonna get drunk, and I'm gonna go to Texas Roadhouse.
Man, that's that's better than Christmas, isn't it?
It's about the same. But I get a blowjob on New Year's Eve, so it's cool. Maybe.
What's his name?
Maybe if I'm lucky. It's either New Year's Eve or I gotta wait till my birthday, but that's only like 5 days later, so it's cool.
Well, there you go.
You know.
All right, well, and then our next one would be Justin Lynette. Oh, wait, he's not here. Fucker.
Boo.
Boo. So,
He's probably fighting with somebody over a penny.
Yeah, he's probably playing pinball or something. I'm sure he'll join the show later, so he misses out on intros. So, and then we will move on to our special guest this week, Mr. Rob Milton.
What's up?
So,
Rob, what up, man?
Not much. No New Year's blowjobs for me, but I will be cracking craft beer.
Why not?
Because I have children that won't go away.
Dude, lock your fucking bedroom door.
Those little bastards can unlock it.
Nope. What you need to do, man, is the old fucking parent trick. You take a butter knife and you shove that shit, in between the fucking trim on your door.
Yeah.
And the door itself, and you're good, man. They cannot get through that.
You underestimate the power of my 4-year-old.
Oh, 4.
She's destructive.
Well, that sucks. I probably won't get one either, so, I'm just wishful thinking out loud anyway.
Yeah, and you can't even use your kids for an excuse.
Yeah, I get no excuse.
All right, well, let's move on to what did you waste your money on this week? I guess...
Or
what?
Or what did Santa bring you?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I will start off. So this week I did get a Titans Returns Overlord.
Yay.
Took advantage of the Amazon sale for $30, and
that's the only thing you took advantage of.
Yeah. So I really like the figure. Definitely worth $30. I like how
Chris.
I like how simplistic it was. So it's on my chug shelf, and
nice.
I'm happy with it. I'll be looking forward to getting some of these Power Masters from the next line to throw in his chest and shit like that.
Cool.
But and then I also got a parking ticket last night for the first time ever.
Womp womp.
Fuckers are greedy, man. $25.
That ain't bad.
I've got one over there before.
Yeah, when I lived in Madison, I did get a parking ticket in college. It was 10, and that's a city of 200,000. This is a little inky-dink village of 2,000 people. They charged me $25.
Jesus.
That's bullshit.
What did Santa bring you, Bugs?
Economy of scale.
Santa brought me a bunch of stuff that's not Transformers related. I actually got a Dak Prescott autograph picture.
Who?
He's the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
The who?
Exactly.
My dad happened to find a Gettysburg Address puzzle that I'm going to be putting together. America.
Cool.
And let's see, what else did I get? I got a few other cowboy-related items. That was pretty much it. But it was a good Christmas.
Nice.
I might have gotten a lap dance the night before Christmas.
Who'd you get a lap dance from?
Yeah, well, moving on. So, Chris, what did you get this week?
It was free, though, right?
It was free.
All right. That's the best. Those are the best ones.
What was his name again?
Shout out to Friend Zone.
All right, Chris, what did you get, sir?
First, I must ask you all to excuse me, listeners. I am battling a cold, and I'll probably be hacking the whole fucking night.
Oh, so that's the first thing you got this week, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. For Christmas, I got one of those Homedics back massagers. You think you put it on your chair, and it does the upper part, lower part, whatever part you want. Got another purple pillow or purple cushion for my desk chair, a bigger one this time, so that way I can have two. One where I do the customs and one in my office. Other than that, I didn't get anything to go on the shelves. Excuse me. But I got a shitload of wood and things to make shelves. So I'm in the middle of building those.
So how is that project going?
It was going great until the last set of LEDs I put in decided half of the fucking things didn't want to work.
Ooh.
So I got to take those all out.
Did you buy knockoffs?
No, I actually went to a electric supply place first, and they wanted like $70 for a 5-foot section. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
God damn.
So I went to Home Depot and I got the colored ones. Sorry, I mean illuminated American ones. For like $50 for the set, and then of course you have to buy the driver to go with the power supply, and that was another $30. So each one cost me $80, and I needed to get 4. So
man, that's terrible. You can get a set at Menards here that's 36 feet with everything you need for $29.
Wow.
I guess that's what happens.
It pays to live in Hillbilly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you live out east, huh?
Mm-hmm. But that is all I got.
All right, so Catfish, what did you get this week from your significant other in Santa?
Well, let's see here. This would be a long list, so bear with me. I got Fans Toys Jetfire again. I got that for myself because I couldn't live without him.
I can't live.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man. I needed him back in my life, and he was on sale. So I grabbed him.
Where'd you find him?
So did you actually make money on selling the other one and rebuying it?
Fuck no, man. I hooked my boy Yule up for like $150.
Oh.
So I lost money. I've got like $400 in the Fans Toys Jetfires right now. But, pass along the savings to a friend. It's not that big a deal.
Good people.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you missed an opportunity. You pass along the savings to you.
I did. I got my MMC Aero Alpha in, and I love him. Fucking dope looking figure, dude. It's fucking crazy. I got him on my desk right now, so happy with that. For Christmas, let's see here what I get. I got
an ounce of Purple Kush.
No, I wish. I got a couple grams of it though. I smoked it all up on fucking Christmas Day.
Yeah, we saw the video.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
You be careful though. Popeyes is doing random drug testing.
Not randoms, only if you wreck the company car. I got a bunch of t-shirts, which are great. A bunch of sweatshirts. I got a fucking drone that doesn't fly, so I threw that away.
You should have given it to Derp to destroy.
He got one too. It didn't fucking work. My mom bought us all kinds of dumb shit. And I got this little robot that was cool, but it didn't work. I threw that away too.
Fucking dick cancer, man.
I know. And got a new Transformers wallet, which was nice. I didn't throw that away.
Trifold or bifold?
Just the bifold. But my mom got it for me, so it was cool. Let's see here. I got a new PlayStation 4, which I really didn't need, but I'm going to keep it around for when my other one breaks. And my nice gift was I got the newest, latest, greatest version of the Apple iWatch with cellular capabilities.
So do you feel a little douchier now that you're wearing that?
No, because I don't have to have my cell phone with me anymore.
Wow. It's amazing the things you can do with technology.
Yeah, like it's its own cell phone, and it's an actual mirror of my cell phone. So if I forget my cell phone, I don't need it.
You should get the Google Glass too.
I don't know what that is.
That's the glasses you wear that has the fucking
camera in it.
Shit in it. And camera in it.
Yeah, and it shows a holographic display in the lens.
This thing will tell me that I'm a fat piece of shit like 13 times a day and make me get up and move. So.
And how much did that cost? Because I do that for free.
I don't know how much it cost, actually. I know it was expensive, and my wife bought it for me. So
did Santa get those shirts a size or two small so to kind of encourage you to help you lose weight there? Or?
No, man. I still have a whole closet full of mediums and larges from like 2 years ago before I became a fat fuck. So I'm hoping one day to be able to break those out again. We'll see.
Right. So that's your whole list, or you got more?
Yeah, that's it pretty much. I mean, I got some other shit, but it's not what we're talking about.
Some underwear and some socks.
Yeah, some fucking like movie stuff.
Hmm.
Grimlock Nightlight.
Let's move on to our guest, Rob. What did you get this week?
Oh, let me see. Santa myself picked up the Bad Cube Huff 2.0.
Nice.
And X-Transbots Klaatu Cosmos.
Nice.
Other than that, I got a couple of video games through a couple of the sales over Christmas, but my kids are the ones that get all the cool shit. My son made out like a bandit on his stuff this year.
Yeah, and I know your kid is into Transformers and stuff. What'd he get?
Oh, he got Titans Return Overlord, both of the Power of the Primes Deluxe Dinobots, the Dragon Storm from the last night, the leader class, the Deluxe, what was the name? Skeletron. The only movie figures he wanted was the dragons, and he got him Steelbane for his birthday. So,
yeah.
Other than that, pretty much I wasted all the money on the kids, so now I got to play catch up and won't be buying anything for a while.
At least until DairyCon, right?
Oh, DairyCon for sure. Hani usually sees a lot of my cash.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to the news here. So, Our first look here is Zeta Toys repaints, and it looks like, was this the Toyworld RC and Jazz getting repainted, or what?
Yep.
So
they look good.
Are they actually?
And according to what I read, the body, the outer shell of Jazz is all die-cast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Wow.
Which, I can get behind it, I guess,
fuck?
right? But
I mean, it's a throwback to the way they used to do it, but who gives a shit?
Well, I don't know if I'd want that just because of how much plastic is in all the other actual official MPs. Yeah, it looks nice, but I think I'd rather it be plastic like everything else.
Yeah, and speaking from a customizing point of view, trying to cut in a die-cast is a mother.
Oh, I'm sure.
That and how well is that going to hold the paint over the years?
it'll be fine.
So if this wasn't plastic, what would you want to do as far as customizing, Chris?
Oh, nothing in particular. I'm just thinking of die-cast things that I've had in the past.
Okay.
So anytime I see die-cast in a toy, I'm like, go fuck
So,
yourself.
both these guys got really interesting, like, new paint jobs. The RC's, like, real shiny and metallic. It begs the question of what else do you think they're going to release under their name with these fucking nicer paint jobs?
I don't know.
I'm still wondering what's going to happen with Constructor. That's going to be the big one in the air, because, I mean, they've gotten everything else from Toy World, and then Toy World canceled that reissue out of the blue. So it'll be interesting if they do some kind of premium paint job of that mold or something like that.
What if they did it in an all-green metallic? Would you buy it again?
I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Oh.
Yeah, me too, dude. Dude, Bugs, did your dick just move?
It might have.
I think mine just tore my pants.
I would have it battle my clear ones I got from you from Generation Toy.
Oh, nice. You got that put together yet?
I still have them all 6 in individual modes. I have yet to combine it just because the individuals look so awesome.
Oh, man, you just wait. It's a lot better.
I'm sure. So probably after New Year's, I'll have a little bit of time and I'll just fiddle around with them and put the big bastard together.
So, you guys think there's even a need for these? I mean, with Fans Toys and Make Toys, Jazz?
No, I mean, it's like fucking putting perfume on a pig. You're repainting it fucking different colors, but it's still the fucking same piece.
Yeah,
of
the
Jazz looks a lot better.
Yeah, the Jazz looks better, but the RC is still garbage.
Well, I know a lot of guys that
all-
prefer the Toy World Jazz over the Make Toys too, but you know, I could see them grabbing it up. The RC, as long as you never transform the thing, looks good.
The only thing that looks bad about the RC and bot mode or car mode is the fucking legs in the back, but I mean, she just looks like she's about ready to take a dick, so it's not that big a deal.
Okay, valid point.
You know what I mean? It'll be interesting.
I think the thing
to see him next.
The thing that kills me for Jazz is the flap behind the head.
Oh yeah, I did a little bit.
I mean, if they could have did it where it folded in case they wanted it up for the toy version. Okay, they're doing it G1 homage to the toy, but they could have put an extra hinge on there and just folded it down.
Yeah, well,
right.
Give you the option.
Like just folded it back and so it would be resting on top of the windshield,
or even like behind his head, like tilt towards it, like just somewhere, just get out of the way. There's no reason for it to be there.
I agree.
What I'm wondering is if they're going to try to do that Toy World Cup and get more accurate colors.
That ain't gonna matter.
No.
Good luck.
But it would be a vast improvement.
God damn, you could make that thing any color you want. It would still look like shit. But yeah, I believe, I think they will. And then with the recent cancellation of the third run of Constructor, that pretty much leaves that shit wide open.
So where do you think the molds for the cone heads ended up?
Oh, who fucking cares? Them things are shit.
Yeah, nobody
They're
bought
too
them.
big.
Can't you get them for like the whole 3 of them for like 150?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at them at DairyCon last year. They're a great figure, but if you can get around the size. That was their biggest downfall, was that they were so much bigger than the MPs.
Well, that was Toyworld's thing for a while. They were trying to make a bigger scale for themselves, and it just didn't work out, really.
Yeah, I'm wondering if...
And then they stopped.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that led to the whole thing with Zeta, and if that's how they're going under, and Zeta's picking up everything else.
I don't think Toyworld's going under, though. Like,
you don't think?
Nah.
So what do you think?
Gonna release some shit.
What do you think their first figure will be after Zeta's taken everything that was old?
I'm hoping that Orion and Hegemon repaint that they teased a while back with the premium paint jobs.
So reissue old stuff.
Yeah, which is fine with me because I like their old shit.
Yeah, but with all the I mean, they're out of scale with anything but chugs, so is there really going to be a huge market for them to do that?
There's still a lot of people out there that collect classics.
Yeah, but at a price point.
People.
At an MP price point, though.
Well, and there's always the hope that during Titan's return and even Power of the Primes that you're bringing people that were out of it back in, and then suddenly they see these other third-party items. They'll buy it in addition to buying the retail releases.
I mean, if you want a Prime that can go head-to-head against your fucking MMC Megatron, Toyworld's your only option. And if I can get one with a premium paint job, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, I won't hate on Hegemon at all. That was my first foray into the third party. That was a great figure.
He's still my Classics Megatron.
And we moved to... That's where mine is sitting, is in Ian's Classics shelf.
You know, I would definitely go for both of those. You know, what else did they make? Anything?
Headmasters.
Yeah, those are fucking junk though.
Yeah, I think
they need to do a Swamper repaint so we can all chip in and get one for JL.
That's a great idea. I don't know. I mean, I look forward to seeing what they got going in the future. I hope they can get those, you know, Hegemon and Orion repaints out at some point.
All right. I guess we'll move on to the next thing, and that is Generation Toys Optimus Primal. So what exactly is this, JC? I'm unfamiliar.
It's Optimus Primal the way he should have looked in Beast Wars.
But I mean, does he turn into a vehicle, or?
No, he turned into a monkey.
No, he turns into a robotic-looking gorilla instead of a flesh-like gorilla.
I mean,
I don't think there's.
Yeah,
I don't think there's true canon for that design, but it still looks amazingly good, and I have no idea why.
It's what it should have looked like in Beast Wars, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I would buy this for my Prime shelf, even though I have no love whatsoever for Beast Wars. This looks like it's just a cool take on what Optimus.
Yeah, it's fucking badass. God damn, it's badass.
My son's a big Beast Wars nut. He's been getting me more and more into it, and I saw this guy. It's like, man, I'm glad I held off on the MP. I got him the MP. I almost bought the repaint where they did the toy colors for myself. Yeah. This guy's got to go on my shelf. This guy's amazing.
How old's your son?
13.
13? And he can look past the fucking shitty animation.
Oh, he loves it. That's his favorite show.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to Ian, man. That dude's raw.
He is. He's a good kid. He's the one that sucked me back into all this.
Mm-hmm. He is a true Transformers fan, and a young one at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just think like Generation Toys going all out with this fucking new line of concept Beast Wars stuff, and I think it all looks really good. God, man, I wish...
They're the one doing...
Huh? What?
They're the one doing the Rodimus, too, right?
Yeah, they're going to do a whole line of these fucking things. And I think that Hasbro should steal the designs and make a cartoon. Revamp Beast Wars using this shit.
Well, they already steal designs for their games, so they might as well.
It's true. They did have Quantron in a game at one point.
Hell, they stole, MMC's Predaking for their game, too.
They did. Well,
Yeah.
I think it was a game. It was a commercial, wasn't it?
No. He's in the tablet game they got, their tower defense game or whatever, because he's got the combining sword and everything, and they introduce him as the same time they put the Dinobots in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clearly MMC's Predaking.
Nice.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That Rodimus is going to be like 150, 160.
Yeah.
So this can be, easily that or 200. See now that's my problem with Generation Toys. They make great shit, but it's fringe stuff, and even though I want to have this, I'm not going to spend $200 on a fucking.
I can check the price. Give me just a second. See how much it is.
No. With them doing those the Lion versions of like Rodimus and whatnot, it almost makes me wonder if they're testing the engineering side to see if they could actually go into the full-on beast formers, because it gives them an opportunity to make and play with the engineering, and it's not just appealing to the Beast Wars guys. They look good enough that your Rodimus fans are going to collect them, and the character fans are going to grab them. So they've got a little bit more market to pull.
So do you think
it's only $120, man?
Oh, $120
really?
bucks I'm all in on this guy.
Yeah,
I'd buy
ain't
it for
bad at all.
So do you think there's any repaint potential in this, or like would they try to make an ape face out of this or something like that?
I don't know if they could pull ape face out of it, but there's a lot of different versions of. I mean, you could repaint him in a lot of different prime colors, and he'd probably still sell.
Like if they did like the Transmetal 2 color or whatever.
Right.
Hell, you could even go the Japanese route and with all goddamn Ginrods and Joe Bobs and whatever fucking super god bomber motherfuckers.
Well, look at how wild people were going over that G1 Optimus colored Beast Guerrera, and they could probably do the same thing with this.
Yeah.
It's true.
I prefer this to that.
So do you think they're going to follow the same releases as like the MPs? So like let's start with Primal. You think they're going to do Cheetor next and then Dinobot?
I don't know. It just depends. It's their own thing. It's a new thing they're doing. We'll see how it plays out. I think they'll probably do Rodimus next, though.
Yeah, their next release is going to dictate what this line is going to do. Whether it's going to be a Beastmasters fucking or Beast Wars kind of thing, or just some alternate universe.
So are you guys okay with the toy head on there instead of the animation head?
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Looking at that head, that makes me wonder if this is part of that. If that's what they're going to do, is that alternate universe, because it's a G1 Optimus head, basically.
So this is supposed to be Optimus in beast form, not Optimus Primal.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know about that.
Well, that I can see with how much red and blue they integrated into the body.
I think it's just concept. Like some guy, he made up all these different concepts of what these would look like, in beast form, and then apparently Generation Toy stole those designs or knocked them off and was making a toy line out of them. Like there was an RC that was a unicorn, a bunch of weird shit.
Don't his shoulder pads kind of look almost kind of Gundam-ish?
Yeah. So do the cannons coming up the back. I don't know there's cannon for that with the Primal, but just the way they're designed. Yeah, it's got that Gundam look to it.
I think they're fucking badass.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
So all three of you are in on this, I take it? Well, Chris seems like a maybe.
And 120, yeah.
No, I'm going to get it.
I'm undecided yet, because I just got rid of all my Beast Wars shit, and I don't know if I want to go back in. We'll see. If I have an extra $120 burning a hole in my pocket, I'll probably get it.
Yeah, I've got to go in on it. I'm almost done with my G1 season 1 through 3 and movie stuff, so I think this will be the next line I chase for a while.
I'll probably pass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to just focus on G1 until like another series comes out that I care more about. Because I mean, Beast Wars was fine, but I just wasn't the biggest fan of that series.
Where would you say your heart lies?
I know it's stupid, but G1 and Armada.
not stupid.
No, not at all.
I like Armada.
I've yet to see any of that Armada or...
It's fun to watch. Like, I mean, I like how they did the whole trilogy thing, and I really liked Kicker from Energon. I thought he was a cool character.
Good. All right, so let's move on. This is the news I'm really looking forward to. The Duocons getting the Legends treatment.
That tailgate looks awesome.
Yeah, all three of these are going to be bought. And I am looking forward to seeing what other Duocons they do. I mean, they did do a Flywheel's head in the in the Titan Masters. I'm thinking that we'll definitely see one of those figures released in a set like this, just so we can get the other, because there are only two, aren't they, from G1?
Yeah.
And
so if they put another one out and they don't put his mate out, that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, they won't do that.
Especially at Legend size. I mean, what does it take? Fucking 2 cents to fucking make these things?
Probably
and they know they're going to sell. I mean, at the $10 price point, that's just a random, looks cool buy.
Mm-hmm. But like I said this morning when I saw this, like, there is no doubt in my mind. They're making these fucking characters. The people in charge love G1. That's it.
I forgot who the guy was that was in charge of planning the whole 3 lines here, but I remember this guy did a great job. I'm glad that we've gotten everything that we've gotten the last 3 years here between the 3 lines. I mean, yeah, a lot of people will not Combiner Wars, whatever, but all together, this has been an awesome line. I hope they keep pumping out the Legends. I hope, in addition to Flywheels, we get like what the combining cassettes. If we could get those this way, what was that? Squawk Talk and Beast Box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Rain Dance.
And Slam, Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down with that, man. They need to keep going with these Legends because it seems to be the only thing that Hasbro makes that I give a fuck about.
But it's cool that they actually did put the capability for them to combine in there. Like, I saw that they had individual bot modes, so I was like, I don't know.
Well, and just like some of the, just like the Dinobots, it's got an additional function in there that you can completely ignore if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, a lot of people ignore the whole Headmaster gimmick on a lot of characters that weren't Headmasters.
Hey, aren't these out already, too?
Yeah.
Like, I saw some people that's got them in hand already.
They probably got early versions or, test shots or whatever.
Now, we're in America. We're the last fucking country to get any of
Yeah,
them.
I'm sure these
we
are
got
like...
Donald Trump first, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who the fuck is vaping that's not me?
That would be me.
Rob? Oh, Rob. All right.
Vape life.
Cheers, brother.
You too, man.
And now I'm doing it too.
I'll just stick with drinking my beer. But
Yeah.
I'll be definitely getting the tailgate too. All these mini bots are money. I call them money bots.
God, that tailgate's way better than the Generations one.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm still holding out hope that we will get an updated Huffer in the mini bots here.
That'd be sweet.
That way I can get rid of the Botcon one. He's still the Unfortunately, he's still the best Huffer we've had. Who else do we need for mini bots sized figures to round out the rest of the G1 cast?
Outback?
Cliff Jumper, of course.
Yeah.
What about?
Outback, Pipes.
Okay,
Swerve.
so we need more repaints of the figure. Well, there
we
was
had a good Swerve not too long ago.
Yeah, the Swerve was in the Generations line with gears.
Yeah, that one's still holds.
Well, if they give us Huffer, they could give us an updated Pipes, too.
Yes, I would be down for both of those. Yeah, and if we're getting a tailgate wind charger, I fully expect we'll get an Outback out of Braun. That'll probably be in Wave 3. But that would be fine if they did Flywheels and Outback in Wave 3.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they do fucking sell because everywhere they're in, they're out
Yep.
just quick.
Yeah, I was surprised. We got one of those center aisle displays for the stocking stuffers at our Walmart, and it was just packed full of Legends figures from Power of the Primes. They're down to like 2 or 3 of the Dinobots.
Yeah, those beachcombers and fucking the other guy sold quick as fuck.
Oh yeah, they blew out.
Dude, I am here to tell you, South Jersey doesn't get dick.
We
just
usually
smells
don't
like
here
dick.
in Wisconsin either. Like, we're still sitting on Wave 2 Titans Return Deluxes at our Walmart.
Man, that sucks.
Let me specify. We're sitting on Wave 2 Chrome Domes. I don't know what happened, but they got... at one point, I bet you there was 80 of them things there.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of Rodimus and what other getaways or whatever sitting at the Walmart here in Marshfield.
Man, see, we get everything here in Iowa, man. Like, when you don't live too far from I-80, you get... Shelves are always full of shit. I don't know what that is about, but we get everything pretty quick.
I mean, I'm fucking 10 minutes out of Philly. You'd think I'd have everything, too.
Yeah.
Skelters just beat you there.
Is that their distribution center?
Maybe it fell off the back of a truck.
I know what you're saying.
Union labor.
All right. Well, I'm in on these. Who else?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's buying these fuckers.
Fuck yeah.
Tight.
All right. So that's all for the news this week. Slow news week. So I guess we will move on to our custom spotlight. Chris, you want to tell us about what we're looking at here?
Yes. We are looking at, once again, Pastor Robin's LED work. For some reason, him putting it on Fans Toys, Kup, and Masterpiece Hot Rod, it fucking works. And he's got him in the Sharkticons eyes.
What I want to know is, can I ship this guy my Hot Rod and Sharkticons and have him do it?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is awesome.
You know what else is awesome?
I do believe he takes
my fucking ass.
Oh, look who's
Better
here!
late than never. JL has
Yeah.
appeared.
There he is.
I need intro music, damn it. Somebody fire up some old WWE shit.
Nah, here you go. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, man, so, like, did I miss y'all talking shit about me for like an hour?
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice. Alright, so I'm just going to try to casually sneak in here, and y'all just continue, and I'll figure out what's going on.
Well, hey, hold on before we go any further. What'd you get this week?
Well, Christmas, I got the new Hasbro Legends. I got Slash and Windcharger and Beachcomber.
Yay!
Nice.
And my
Everybody's
Beachcomber's head blew apart the first time I turned it.
Aw.
No way.
Yeah. My wife actually got me a replacement though, so I'm all good now.
Tight.
So yeah.
Anything else you get?
A whole bunch of beef jerky.
Nice.
Yeah, I like to stuff meat in my face all the time.
So last week's guest was playing Santa Claus and went to your house?
No, it was my sister-in-law. So yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Well,
You think she just was getting you something you liked, or she was trying to tell you
She's
something?
probably trying to tell me I'm fat because it's high in protein and good, like halfway decent snack.
We're all a little fat.
They used to give me gummy bears, but this year I got beef jerky instead.
My fat truck driving butt can tell you the beef jerky ain't gonna help.
Oh, really? Is it because you frost it? Is it frosted jerky?
Oh, I'm not supposed to dip it in Nutella?
Nope. I put the nut in Nutella.
Oh my god.
But ching.
all right. So now that JL has finally graced us with his presence, we are discussing our custom spotlight. You missed all the news.
Oh, well, make sure you mark it on the YouTube and on the in the podcast so they know where to start the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am the famous one, you know.
Ha.
Yes, you are.
So the custom spotlight is Pastor Robin's LEDs in Fans Toys Kup and Masterpiece Hot Rod. Are you looking at the show notes, JL?
Yeah, they look great.
Am I the only one that thinks that hot rod would look really good in car mode with some like 1990s style underglows?
That'd be kind of tight, dude.
I think that hot rod would look really good with like properly sized abdomen. I do like him a lot, but his abdomen is too big. His chest.
It's fine.
He got them triple E's.
Which hot rod is that? Is that the MP?
That's a new MP, yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good with Kup.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that whole scene, the way he took the pictures of it and everything, it completely works.
Yeah, you know, Fans Toys is gonna nail that hot rod.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's coming.
Hope they upsize him a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be bigger, I'm sure.
That's my only complaint with that one.
It's kind of small, and his chest is kind of squarish, even for hot rod.
Yeah.
Smooth.
But I mean, it's the best you can do and still have a good alt mode.
True.
And he was relatively cheap too, compared to some of the other MPs we've gotten lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 60.
I don't even think he was that much. I think he was like 60.
I still need to pick that one up, man. Fuck.
Yeah, you need to get all these MPs so I can buy them at your fire sale in a year when you give up on MP again.
No, I need him because he's got. Personally, just because I like hot rod, and two because he comes with a fishing pole.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that, man. Damn.
Okay. And I keep meaning to pick him up, but I just never fucking do for some reason.
Well, it's not like he's expensive. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him. Remind me one of these days.
I'll remind you. I'll trade you mine for your power baser.
No, I'm good, man. Hey, when you get that Fans Toys one, you should just send me your MP.
I would, but he'll probably just move to another shelf.
Fuck.
I kept the old one too, the old ass MP9.
I got one of those in my junker tub.
Oh no!
Yeah, I traded mine away to Joe Bush.
The Stan Bush?
No, Joe Bush.
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant the one that's still making money. My bad.
Yes, Red Trap from Stasis Lock.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, shout out to fucking Pastor Robin again for your phenomenal work, man.
No doubt.
I wish I could do half this shit.
I wish I wasn't a talentless hack.
Yeah,
I might take my eye gear Sharkticons and see if I can do something like he did with the eyes on them.
Wouldn't be
Yeah, they
hard
look
with
cool.
the Sharkticons, I don't think.
I'm just gonna rip the eyes out of mine and put green dots in there, like the
There you
cannon.
go.
Put
Green
googly
dots.
eyes in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time that we all moved on to Dick Cancer Corner.
Oh, come on, man. I just ate like a really good burger.
Well, it's time to throw that burger up.
I had a burger and cake, calamari.
Time to taste it again.
Oh god.
I'm about to have to go all M&M on this. Mom's spaghetti.
Good.
So what we are looking at is I believe it's Catfish's Christmas present that I watch.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yes, it
definitely
is.
not it.
Is this an O watch?
No.
It's a no watch.
No,
Yeah.
you, you make an Apple Watch transform. That's how you get Decepticons.
Yeah. Dude, they
This
even.
watch is so badass, like I can't even fucking tell you guys.
I'm
It's
trying to
so
figure
crazy.
out if that logo, if they're trying to rip off KB Toys or fucking Toy Story.
Yes.
Both.
Either or.
You know what time it always is on that watch? Time to throw it away.
Yes.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Mom, I want a smartwatch. Well, this one's a robot. It's pretty smart.
Oh my
But
God.
look at that diagram on the right side though. Mr. Fulcher was whining about how posable the Legends figures were, and look at the articulation that this
Yeah.
shitty ass knockoff has.
Hey, you pull
Oh,
it out
God.
of the
Yep.
you pull it out of the box and it has a 180-degree rotation right into the fucking trash can. Oh man.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet painted up the right way, this would look.
I bet painted up in flammable paint and lit on fire, it looked pretty cool. He has a giant peener though. Look at that thing.
Hey, wait, do the watches on them work?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it looks like it, from that second picture, it looks like they do.
Time and
Yeah, look
date
at that second
adjustment.
picture. Look at that fucking.
Those little covers
Look
pop
at that
open.
yellow one. Little
Don't
cover
look
pops
like-
open.
I don't. Oh, it's on the next picture. Okay.
Says 1606 for the time.
Yeah, it's got like a stolen picture of Bumblebee in it too from the movies. It looks like.
These are like those old
Oh,
90s
shit, it does.
swatches.
Well, I'm in on all three of these then.
Well, at least it doesn't turn into something dumb like a pen.
True.
Did any of you guys have the old micro
Micro Man.
wristwatch?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I had it.
Transformers one. Oh, I remember fucking just taking that thing on and off the little thing
Yeah,
and just trying
dude.
to transform it.
I got
put it
mine
back
taken
on.
away in school.
Dude, I was just gonna say that shit. I got mine taken away too, man. Fucking
original-
bitch.
The original fidget spinners.
Yeah, man.
That and my Nintendo
Yep.
Watch both got jacked by my teachers.
No shit. Those fucking assholes.
Yeah,
But that was down in North Carolina where they had martial
Nelson?
law on your ass.
no
Yep.
damn martial law down here, man. Damn, I at the school accidentally took my Glock to school. I just left it with the teacher all day and picked it up on the way out.
Did you really?
Wow.
No,
You went to school where I did it.
I
I
actually
got
did.
expelled for that shit.
In Norfolk, where I'm from, I accidentally took a fucking Swiss Army knife to school, and I actually did leave it with the teacher all day and picked it up before I left to go home.
Oh, the school I went to, the Glock stayed in the waistbands of all the gangsters.
Yeah.
Remember
was
back in
inner
North
city,
Carolina when they could beat you legally at school, like with
They
the
still
paddle?
can.
Can they really?
Who
Yeah,
said they
just
were
don't-
doing
they
it
just don't talk
legally? They
about
were
it.
just doing it.
Yeah.
Man,
They didn't
I got hit
care.
with that thing so many times, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
Dude, if I ever came home and said I got hit by my teachers, and I did, my parents.
Yeah, my
first
parents
question
would
was,
beat the
"What
fuck
did
out
you
of me
do?"
if I got hit by my teachers. What did you do? Bam!
That shit don't
Yep.
fly here in Iowa. You cannot touch a child.
Hey,
Yeah, you can't up here either.
why?
Liberal land.
I don't know. When I was in junior high, my chemistry teacher, we had a supposed gas leak in the school in here. It was just somebody plugged a toilet and made it all smell like gas. But
Gross.
we evacuated.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. But we evacuated. We evacuated the school, and I was in study hall at the time, and it was with the chemistry teacher, and I wasn't paying no attention to what the fuck he was talking about because I didn't like the guy. So I was just off in my own little world, and all of a sudden he says, "Okay, go get your coats, come back to the classroom, and then we're all going outside." Well, I heard, "Go get your coats, go outside." So that's what I did. I didn't come back to the classroom. All of a sudden he come walking up behind me, grabbed me by the shoulder, and threw me into a snowbank.
Did he really? He threw
Yeah.
your ass into a snowbank?
This guy was like in his 50s or 60s, getting close to retirement, so he was old school. He was like the old bald principal from Back to the Future. He was like that.
Nice.
Hey, JC, didn't you say that one of your teachers touched you?
Yeah. And a few of them touched me. But
Okay.
I think my dad was banging the vice principal at the time, and fucking she would fucking be the one to paddle me when I got sent to the office. Then my dad would come in and spend like 25-30 minutes chilling with her by himself.
Yeah, she was paddling him too.
So you were getting your ass beat at school to give the school a reason to bring your dad in so she could get her jollies off?
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
We have to have a deep conversation.
I mean, my father was a fucking Mac Daddy motherfucking pimp, but he was also an alcoholic fucking douchebag. But
So if you had to guess or bet, how many half siblings do you think you have across the country?
Oh God.
I know I've got at least, let's see here, 1, 2,
You ever seen 18 Kids and Counting? That's his dad.
4. I got a sister in North Dakota, so like 6, I think. Probably 6.
Nice.
God
Oh.
damn.
That sounds like my biological father. I think he's up to 13 or 14.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
Hmm.
Motherfuckers like to fuck, dude. I don't know what it is, but
How many chromosomes is that total?
He's from the hills of Tennessee. 4, maybe 5.
5 or 6 chromosomes.
I got lucky. I was the teen pregnancy.
Oh god!
So I'm the only one.
Man, this show is getting kind of sad.
yeah,
A little bit.
Let's
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah,
my,
man.
my stepdad rules, so he makes up for it.
Nice.
What do we got next on the docket here?
All right, looks like we got a little bit more dick cancer. If that first batch wasn't enough for you.
This is a humongous
No.
growth right here.
This isn't dickhead. This is just somebody who's decided they wanted to make a 4-foot fucking tall version of MP.
So Wei Jiang. It's Wei Jiang. MP10. It's MPPPPP10.
So
And it's
in that,
going to be $4.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, the only reason this isn't in the custom spotlight is because they're actually going to sell these.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So that makes it a knockoff.
Yeah, but they're selling
Oh.
it for like $1,600, isn't it?
Something like that.
so
Aren't
is
these
that
like- fully 3D printed.
Yep.
so in that third picture, is that like a little can of gasoline that he's gonna use to burn the fucker?
Yeah.
Nah, that's like ginseng tea or something. Them Asians like to drink.
What I don't get is like, if you're going to make that thing so big, like, why stop at 4 feet? Why not make that bitch just like 8 foot tall?
That's the biggest this printer could print.
It's a big ass
Oh,
printer.
it's fucking cool. I'll tell you that.
Well, JC, man, you could buy it and actually fuck it if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I don't want to fuck it. I'd display it somewhere if it was, you know. But I'm not paying $1,600 for it though either.
Yeah, the
You know, you get it and you put it in a car seat in your fucking car. Always buckled in there.
Dude, I want to
JC
buy this thing and put it shotgun in my work truck.
There you go.
JC's already got an oversized Optimus. Don't you have that like giant metal one or whatever?
Yeah, it's not metal, but it's.
Wasn't that thing already like 2.5 feet tall?
That's that mass one, isn't it? Mass 01 or
Yeah, it's only 18 inches or something. It's not 2 feet.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good size though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
This is a really cool knockoff.
So Chris, if you bought this, would you chrome up the fuel tanks and the exhaust stacks on the shoulders?
No, I would actually keep it cartoon colors.
I would motorize it and ride it to work.
Is that your new disability scooter?
Yeah, it's my mobility scooter.
Nice.
Damn, they even knocked off the logos too. That's brave as shit. I just noticed that they just put the Autobot logos on there too.
Well, it is molded
cool.
into the arm.
Yeah.
That's tight, man. I want this.
We should buy it.
It's fully transforming and everything. That's just sweet.
Now,
I'd
what
take
would you
the
do?
3P.
Can you
You get
imagine
that-
trying to transform this thing, though?
Now,
Yeah.
can you imagine breaking it the first time you transform it?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't come out till like next summer, and it's like $1,600 up front. You finally get it. You break the arm off transforming it.
It takes like 5 weeks to fucking print all the parts for one of these things.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine if I wonder if he can 3D print you a new painter.
Wonder if he can 3D print you a new microphone.
Yeah.
You hush. Microphone is fine.
It doesn't sound fine.
Sounds good over here.
All right.
They 3D
Alright.
print the trailer for this thing. You could have a treehouse out of it,
They 3D print a trailer for it. I'm gonna move into it.
right?
Is that because you like Transformers or because you live in North Carolina?
Both.
All right, well, I think that's enough dick cancer for the night. So let's move on to our 13 questions for our guest.
Oh, are you missing a?
Yeah, you're missing a crucial
Jeez.
section.
Yeah,
Christ,
I wanted to save that one for toward the end.
Okay.
Because we're so important.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're gonna skip that for now. We'll come back to it. So,
All right.
all right,
Your show,
Rob,
Bugs.
are you ready, Rob?
I'm ready.
All right. So, what is your preferred name or handle?
Rob,
You don't have any internet usernames you go by at all?
oh, the only alternate username is my Instagram. That's Rob's Robits.
Mr. Robits.
Other than that, it's just Rob Milton. As Pinkerton would say, because that's what my mama named me.
Aw. Mm-hmm. And speaking of your mama, what year were you born in, sir?
1981.
Nice.
Old as ish.
That's not old, man.
What?
I said that's not old.
No, I'm saying to him, old. Get the fuck out of here. I'm 73.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty young for being 73, doesn't he?
I'm not 73 years old.
Chris
I was
started.
born in 1973.
Chris started off collecting rocks and sticks, and then he moved on to Transformers, and he got older.
Man,
60s.
When we got that fucking wooden wheel or that wooden thing you could just tap with a stick and roll down the street, that shit was awesome.
Hey, how are those little boards with the ball that you tap?
I never got that one. That was like for the upper crust, and I came from an oil refinery shit town.
All right, Rob, what is your favorite sandwich?
Grilled turkey and cheese.
Grilled turkey and cheese?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Grilled cheese sandwich with turkey on it?
Yeah, those are money. Those are money.
What cheese do you prefer to put on that?
Colby. Or pepper jack.
Yeah,
one of the two.
fuck yes.
Hell yeah, I live 10 minutes from Colby.
Well, at least it's not sauerkraut.
You don't want to be around me and sauerkraut.
Tired of all those Reubens, huh?
You don't want to be around me in sauerkraut either. I just start losing my mind.
So do you ever put bacon on that sandwich, or you always just stick with the turkey?
God.
Occasionally bacon, or I'll throw some tomato on it.
Aw, why'd you ruin it with tomato?
This tomato's awesome.
Tomato is fucking terrible.
I'm sorry I brought health food into the mix.
Yeah, it's a red ring of death.
So what's your favorite kind of music, sir?
Usually industrial. Rock industrial. So Tool, Typo Negative.
Nice.
Okay. Is that just what makes doing the truck driving bearable, or?
Believe it or not, I don't listen to music in the truck at all. It's all podcasts.
Oh.
So that's how come you listen to us. You got about 800 hours a week you got to fill.
Right.
So like you listen to us right before you get back home. Like the last one.
I've got roughly 10 hours a day in the truck and 2.5 hours worth of commuting. So
wait, do you listen to us or Toy Detox first?
It depends on the week. Whatever one hits first.
That's a good answer, man. You're a smart guy.
Well, Detox only hits about once every month.
Once a month, right? I just finished listening on the way home to their last episode, the one where they interviewed that guy from the Toys That Made Us. It's actually a pretty good episode. You should check it out.
Yeah, I struggle a little bit with Detox because they need to work on that audio balancing. But it's like Tyler comes on real loud, and then Mickey comes in real quiet.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one you didn't have that problem. I think they fixed it a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the last one yet. So.
Yeah,
I got it though.
Well,
that show on Netflix, the Toys That Made Us, that's a good show.
I only watched the Star Wars one.
I watched all of them but Barbie because I have zero interest in Barbie.
No, it's because you're sexist.
That too.
I want to watch it, but I don't have the Netflix.
Guess what, Rob? You're going to be into Barbie whether you want to be or not when that 4-year-old's old enough.
Well, you say that, but she's into Transformers, and I have an 11-year-old daughter. Her aunt gave her all her Barbies. They're in a box. She's got DC. She collects the DC Universe figures.
You dodged a bullet
There you
there.
go. Doing well, sir.
Where's Tyler? Because Tyler likes to collect dolls in boxes.
Oh.
They're probably all naked for him already too.
Poor Tyler.
All right.
Hey,
So,
in reference to your musical choice there, did you hear that they're going to have a Tool and a Perfect Circle album out this year?
Oh,
what?
yeah. And they're going to be at, was it Rockfest or Rock USA or up in Somerset?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
In that Northern Invasion.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you're right. It's Northern Invasion.
We don't like that term down here.
Because Rockfest, that's in Oshkosh.
Yeah, it was over. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
They ain't gonna have that down here.
I'll take any excuse to go see Tool in a Perfect Circle live.
Well, if you're up there in Somerset, then you can go look at BBTS's warehouse and look at all the overpriced shit they got.
Oh, I've been to their warehouse before, and we're not going to discuss my dislike for BBTS.
Well, dude, can't you get me like a $35 fucking Toyworld Allen or whatever? Or
you can't even pick up your stash pickup there.
Why?
I don't know. Dude, I was there delivering, and they wouldn't let me pick the crap up.
You pay shipping.
I've been up to that warehouse twice, and that was because I went with Joe because he was trading a bunch of shit in.
Is that back when they had their storefront?
This was before there was any storefront there. They just had their office in the warehouse, and I got a tour of the warehouse. The fucker's huge, but yeah.
Are you talking about BBTS still?
Yeah.
So they have a storefront now? Like you can go buy stuff?
They closed it in 14?
I believe what it was is that they have the warehouse with the office. They built on a small addition to put a storefront at the location where the warehouse was because certain vendors that they dealt with to get inventory wanted to deal with vendors that had storefronts. So they put storefront in there just so they could get the inventory because they were still mainly focusing on selling it online. And it's possible that these vendors no longer required that or they stopped carrying their product. So then they just stopped dicking around with the storefront. But
wasn't it Hasbro that to get the direct Hasbro account they had to do that?
I don't know, but I heard that's what was the big reason why they did that. But if it's not there, I don't know which vendor it was. It could have been Hasbro, but that's what it was.
You don't think that maybe that they open it back up every time the vendor comes by to visit? Your storefront looks like shit. Oh no, it's just so busy we don't have time to clean up. Full of boxes.
So, since we were talking about the toys that made us and shit, our next question is, and you kind of touched on this earlier, is what got you back into collecting?
I was really heavy in the car and bike world, and I was struggling trying to bond with Ian because he's not into it at all. So, I started watching the old G1 Transformers with him, and then he was already into Beast Wars. We started going out and checking out the new figures and the new toys. I hadn't looked at the toys in years. It's like, hey, this is really cool. There's some really awesome stuff out there. And it was mostly in the Chug line we were looking. And that was early on, like the first wave of Combiner Wars. So him and I started going and doing the toy hunts and shopping together. And we got into the communities. And I sold the cars and the bikes. And that went whole hog into the Transformers again with him.
All right.
Ian?
His son.
Okay. I wasn't here earlier.
You'd know that if you were on time.
I don't know. I was too busy eating like a really nice burger at a really high class place. Sorry.
Applebee's is not high class.
No, it was a brewing station. It was badass too.
All right. So you kind of touched on this one too. What scale do you collect then, sir?
Masterpiece is my primary focus now.
Okay,
I'm kind of moving. I've started phasing out all the Chug stuff, and then I'm going full on for Masterpiece scale.
Are you really phasing it out, or are you just moving it from your shelf to your son's shelf?
Well, he benefits from it. It's out of my office and into his space.
No one's ever really gone.
Well, it's even with the Masterpiece stuff. If I buy an upgrade, then it just goes in.
That's cool. So he gets multiple Christmases throughout the year, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
All right. So do you collect anything else not related to Transformers at all? You mentioned something about bikes and cars. Were you talking about like Hot Wheels there or what?
No, like that was full-scale cars and motorcycles. And he said I got out of all that. If you ever want to see a toxic community, people think the Transformers collectors are toxic. Go spend some time with the car and bike guys. So I kind of got away from that. So other than Transformers, it's I've started to get back into the 80s and 90s G.I. Joe stuff, and because it works really good with the Transformers displays.
Right.
And then Voltron. I got sucked back into Voltron with the Netflix series.
It was a good show.
Oh, that was a really good show. And that big Voltron combiner, the first one they launched, is actually really good as a toy. You know, it was pretty inexpensive and fun to mess with, so I grabbed that. And then we collect video games too as a family.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that Lion set. I've never combined them.
They're good. I was impressed for the price point, especially once you get it combined and you realize the thing is absolutely huge.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there a particular character that, as far as Transformers, that you focus on, or you just like a lot of everything?
A lot of everything.
Okay.
I'm a Rodimus fan, so I'm kind of like Hot Rod Rodimus. And then the DJD. I'll wind up collecting everything they put out that's DJD.
Okay. So to KO or not to KO?
Oh, that's a loaded one.
That's the point.
I do have some KO stuff, like the Voyager Prime mold. I got the Voyager Prime Magnus because I wanted the small Magnus to go with the MP. And when I was collecting Chug Scale, I bought the original colored version to be my Prime. And it's the Wei Zhang stuff's pretty good. I don't mind them so much. The actual direct KOs, like the Carbots, I've bought them, but it was because it keeps my 4-year-old away from my good ones. So she's got MPB and MP Sideswipe KOs because they're $20 and you can throw them at her, and if she breaks them, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I try to stick to third party and MP original official stuff.
Okay. So, what movie makes you cry?
Oh, what was the last one that made me cry? Man, I can't even remember. I don't know, man. I got a little teared up towards the end of Ghost in the Shell when Major was laying there on the ground.
I heard that, JC.
I enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed that movie too. People just like to hate.
Man, everything. I love that flick. I could watch that over and over. The Crow, the original Crow.
Because he died for real.
It's just the sadness. Yeah, the sadness from the movie was pretty rough when I watched the first couple of times.
I got teared up every time I saw Carrie Fisher's ass in The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had time to see that one yet.
Oh man, and I'm gonna cry right now for you.
Oh.
Busy with the holidays. My dad and I are gonna go see it probably this weekend or next weekend.
And you've managed to successfully avoid spoilers?
Oh, no. I tried to. I was actually avoiding watching the ROC, the Enter the Realm episode where they did the big spoiler discussions and stuff with Bobby Skullface. And that I said, at this point in time, it didn't make any difference if I watched it or not. So,
man, I listened to that. That was practically an episode of Nerd Rage Radio.
It was. It was basically Bobby and Adam going back and forth.
Everybody else was just quiet. Like, they forgot they were on the show. They were just thought they were listening to Nerd Rage Radio, too.
That got heated, too.
Yeah, it did.
All right. So, have you done anything untoward for your toy addiction?
Untoward.
So, anything you feel guilty about or feel bad about?
When I first bought an MP, or when I first quote-unquote MP figure, I ordered an MP Wheeljack and found out it was a KO after I got it.
Okay, but I mean, have you done anything like screwed somebody over or stole something or anything like that?
Like, you ever skip your kid's birthday so you could buy something?
Oh, no. No, if it's a kid's birthday, I'm buying him stuff. But I benefit because I get to play with it, too.
Nice.
Okay. So now on to some more personal questions. Tits, ass, leg, face, or other. What is your favorite, sir?
You know, if you'd have asked me when I was in my 20s, it would have been either legs or eyes. As I'm getting older, man, I'm going right towards the boobies. And I was never a boobie guy.
Yeah.
It must be an age thing. When you're a kid, you want boobs. They're food. When you're an old man, you want boobs because they're awesome.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So let's do number 12. What's a weird thing about you? Any idiosyncrasies, phobias, etc.?
Actually, from the guys that know me from DairyCon, they know Ian is on the autism spectrum.
Yep.
I have the same diagnosis as him. So,
and
social stuff. If you ever watch me in a group, a lot of the response and emotion is almost faked. As bad as that sounds, I have to think about the response where it comes natural for a lot of people. So I get awkward around crowds.
So if like we start laughing, you have to think about, is it really funny? Should I be laughing too?
Yeah, on some of the stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, that was funny, haha. Or you know, if I don't know you, like I've got like Eric, I've gotten to know you guys pretty well just from the community and from DairyCon, so I kind of drop down to a different level with you guys. But if it's somebody I've never been around before, it's finding that basically it's like feeling awkward all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the other guys, as I meet them and get to know them, they start to adapt to it. I don't know if it's consciously or unconsciously, but it seems like they start to get it. And so,
well, we've never spoken before, and I didn't notice that you had any like social awkwardness. You know, this whole conversation. So
well, but at the same time, JC and Bedbugs both know me, so
okay.
So
if you have a chaperone,
yes,
you're okay.
we were the comforter and blanket.
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, it
is. So speaking of terrifying thoughts, our last question: what is your go-to sex position?
Oh, doggy style all the way.
Splash.
I got a trend.
It gives me two sets of eyes to watch for kids busting in.
Oh, exactly. Yes, it does. Plus, you can get down and under the blanket real quick.
You bet.
What are you and Mommy doing? We're wrestling.
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry about it. Get the fuck out.
She wrestles with Uncle Eric, too.
See, I think nowadays my kid just puts on headphones and ignores us.
Our older two do, but that 4-year-old has no concept of privacy, spatial awareness, or anything.
No, I hear you. My fucking dogs are the same way. They just sit there and scratch at the door and fucking try to get in.
Oh, we've got a husky, and he'll sit there. Roar, 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 roar.
Well, I get in trouble when I kick the fucking dogs. I'm like, I don't want the fucking dogs in here. They can be in here. They don't need to be out in the fucking hallway.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't want the fucking dogs in here while I'm trying to fuck.
And you get that audience. It's creepy.
You don't want the you don't want the cold wet nose coming up behind you.
Oh.
Dude, I've literally splashed walls with one of the dogs like in bed, and I didn't even know it.
Oh, gross. It's like, honey, stop sticking your wet finger in my ass. God.
And of course, when you finish, it comes over and cleans up the mess for you.
Gross.
Oh, yeah. I was just gonna say that.
Oh, gross.
You would think you would want the dogs in there then.
No.
That's why he keeps peanut butter by the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need no peanut butter, son. It's that natural.
Yeah, you pull out, he looks over, and he's like, you done with that?
Yeah.
Man, I ate way too much shit to listen to this, man. I'm a puke.
All right, let's move on to some happier thoughts. So let's move on to our total knockout section.
Yay.
So who do we got for the first one here?
I don't know. I don't even want to think about that shit right now. Frothy, creamy eggnog? I don't think so, man.
All up in your mouth?
No, man. Well, I had before JC told us about his sex life. had put Evan Williams eggnog up there because who doesn't like something with alcohol that you can sneak into your coffee in the morning?
And it looks like semen.
Yeah, it sure does now.
It does. Look at that bottle.
I'll just take the alcohol and dump the eggnog down the drain. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I love eggnog, man. You can save every starving child overseas by shipping eggnog because it has like 1,000 calories per gram or some shit. It's insane.
No.
All right, who do we got for the next one here?
That would be me.
Got a big old butt.
Yes, she does.
God damn.
Might actually not be a Photoshop one this time.
No,
that's a butt.
Dustin's been taking care of the naughty while I've been away.
Been on probation,
so to speak. Yeah. I've seen a couple of pictures of this girl, and it's fucking real and it's spectacular.
Dude, he's rocking the fat bitches though all week, man.
It's just for you, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
Oh,
dude, I can't hang like that.
Give me a curvy girl over thigh gap any day.
Fucking A.
Can't do it.
Like, look at this fucking beautiful woman here.
I couldn't do it. Her ass is too big.
It's because your Peter couldn't get to it through that thing.
That's probably it. That's probably it.
Little 1.5-inch pecker can't get through it in cheek.
He must be this urged to ride.
It's getting there, and it's got like little cartoon fingers coming off the end. Like, I can just about reach it. I can just get there.
They do have surgeries to cure small. You do know that, right?
Wait, they do?
No, they don't actually.
Get like an implant, little air-inflated implant.
Oh.
Doesn't work. They cannot cure small peener.
You guys must not get the emails I do. There's so many cures for it.
Shit don't work. Actually, the most surgical, the only surgical procedure that exists is what they do is they fucking cut around your dick and they chop off all the fucking, they cut all the tendons and shit that, like, you know, make that fucking shit stick up when you got a boner.
Make it hold into your body.
Slow down. It's only one tendon and it's right above at the base of your dick.
So they cut
You're making it sound like they hack. Like, yeah, they go in there like they're fucking clear and brush out with a fucking sickle.
Man, Chris is defending this shit like he's got it.
I just want to know why JC knows so much about it.
JC loves penises.
Research.
I love researching medical shit. And then what they do is they make you wear a fucking weight on the end of your dick for, like, you know, a few months until it stretches out. That's basically all they can do for you.
Or you can just have more confidence in yourself.
They're starting to
work that tongue
experiment with adding girth to it by injecting fat into it, but it's not very successful.
Why would you just want it wider instead of longer?
Botox
well, it's kind of
your dick.
You know, some people got long pencil dicks that are like tiny and thin.
Oh, that sucks. I'd rather be like just small than
some
have
people
dicks
got big fat dicks
skinny.
that are like fucking, 2 inches long. There's all kinds of dicks out there.
If you ask most chicks, they would prefer one that's thicker than longer.
Woohoo, honey, here comes the peanut butter jar.
I'm sure if you ask JC, he'll send you all kinds of pictures of them.
No.
Some that might be cut open or cut off.
I think JC's thinking about a fat one right now where he sucks on that vape.
Just for the record, y'all just made my wife go, what the fuck?
Oh, that ain't nothing. Have her send JC a fucking text on Facebook.
And thank you to your wife. That is the greatest compliment we can receive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're going for.
So, on to our next one. This one I picked just because it's been cold as fuck here in Wisconsin, and we just had Star Wars come out, and yeah.
Oh boy.
Nice hiney.
Tattoos, colored hair, and a big old booty. I'm in.
And a pet at that.
The only bad thing is you take that helmet off, her face looks like the one below it.
Leave the helmet on.
Leave the helmet on. I'm fine. Whatever.
Is it your sexy time helmet? Yeah.
It could be. So, and then we got one more here. Catfish.
Well, since I followed fucking directions this week, I picked my knockout of the year.
Yeah.
And mine is a big old nasty looking flathead catfish. God damn, it's sexy. I just want to rub my hands up and down its body and fucking.
Is that what your dick looks like after the surgery?
Yeah, it's probably close to it. I don't know. I've never had the surgery, but I've seen some pictures of the aftermath, and it don't look pretty.
Gross.
Yeah.
So how come they can make you a peener out of a vagina, but they can't make you a bigger peener?
It just doesn't work like that, man. Like, I don't know. Like, they can make you a penis out of a vagina, but it's not going to get hard.
But can they make a big one out of a vagina?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I've watched the surgery of how they do the penis into the vagina, which is actually pretty interesting, but I've never watched it the opposite way.
Well, I've seen both.
Maybe.
They put silicone rods in there.
Yeah. So, like, when you want a boner, you physically, manually have to put a rod in your dick, right?
No, it's always in there. It never gets hard. It just, somehow they prop it up and they put it in and boink.
Gross.
And boink. All right.
Hold on, I gotta blow up my penis.
Yeah. I think I hear Jason.
I know they used to cure erectile dysfunction by using rods.
You know how they used to cure it? Old people used to die. That's how they used to cure it. now they live long enough.
People like to fuck, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now they live long enough that their damn dick stops working. They're like, shit, I ain't done yet. Ugh.
I'm telling you, man, these old motherfucking dudes in these nursing homes are hitting like 3 or 4 of these old bitches.
Gross.
Well, that's how you end up with a prolapsed uterus.
Gross.
All right. Well,
this is when you want to pull it out and take it with you.
Right. Okay.
And looks like Rob didn't get the picture in here in time. We'll probably add it in the video. Who's
Scarlett Johansson.
Nice.
No, Scarlett Johansson as Major Kusanagi. That specific one.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
It's the character from Ghost in the Shell.
I kind of liked her from 8-Legged Freaks.
She's good as Black Widow too.
She was
only like 14 then, but it's cool.
God knows, man.
She was hot in the Island, that Michael Bay film.
JC, the only one that remembers all the famous people when they were on Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
I like her in her little pink pantied ass in Lost in Translation.
She is one of the sexiest bitches alive. I guarantee you.
I don't know about that, man.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know about of all time alive.
Yeah, she is literally one of the sexiest women on the planet right now.
I don't know about that.
Hands down.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Man, look at what you put up for yours for the week. I'm not taking any advice from you.
No, but you should fix your microphone.
I'm starting. Does everybody donate to our GoFundMe and our Patreon, and I'll buy a new microphone.
Well, if we're going to be raising money, let's start it off right. So, JC, we're going to go to the section that I skipped earlier. The Asshole of the Year. And
All right. My favorite.
I'll let you handle
y'all
this
can't
one.
talk about me while I'm here, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's JC.
No, it's not. It's not JC. So this was a topic of much debate throughout the week. And I've looked at a lot of assholes this year, and
I bet.
everybody's,
You're a regular proctologist.
And, like some people suggested Donald Trump, and I wasn't having that. Somebody suggested, what were some of the other suggestions, JL?
Derp.
Nah. Yeah, derp.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un was gonna be my asshole of the year.
Poor people.
That was you, JC. You're the only one that fucking said that.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
Legions.
Fucking that Mueller dude. Creech. Fucking cringe.
God knows, man.
In all seriousness, before we go where we're going with this, that fucking cop is still the asshole.
Yeah, true. True.
He is. But
he's the asshole of the century instead of just the year.
So we decided to look deep within ourselves and have decided to name our own podcast, TKO, as Asshole of the Year.
Yay!
Yay, us!
And as evidenced by the fact that we started out with a fucking prank that fucking tried to burn the fandom down. Our Triptychon prank. Then we moved on to our TFCon, the Whoosh game, where we gave everybody small peeners.
And where Eric said small peener in front of about 50 children.
It'll toughen up.
And some were seen being comforted by their mother crying.
It'll toughen them up.
Yeah.
And he ruined the costume contest.
Yeah, he did.
Did he dress up as small peener?
You didn't see the pictures? Or
No,
the
he was wearing a mask.
What did we do after that? We
Skid marks.
We did skid marks. We did Fans Toys skid marks. We faked a C&D from Hasbro to Fans Toys.
You guys started that?
Yeah,
we did that.
Okay, I thought the Triptychon one was good, but that takes the cake.
Yeah.
We've just been generally assholes. We've been name dropping everybody, and we don't give a single solitary fuck. And we're going to continue not to give a fuck through 2018. So, congratulations, gentlemen.
That's a New Year's resolution I can live with.
Yep. Yeah. Congratulations to all of us. We are assholes of the year.
Yay!
And the thing about us not giving a fuck is it's just a whole concept. In general, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Not care.
We don't
even really try to do the show.
Look, when I edit this show, I just put the fucking intro in, put the outro in, and fucking put the video together. And
I don't do anything. I don't even show up on time anymore.
Yeah.
No.
JC does the notes about 15 minutes before we start. And Eric is our social something.
Yeah, I delegated that to Tyler.
But Tyler does it.
Yeah, Bugs doesn't do shit.
It's a miracle that we made it to 21 shows.
Shows up and looks pretty.
Our show can legally drink now.
Yeah. It should, too.
Yes, we can.
Legally.
It should.
Legally.
It don't matter because our show was smoking crack in its teens.
But I will say we've had I think 17 guests so far.
Yeah.
And we will continue to have a new guest each week through 2018, so you guys can get to know people in the fandom, and that's kind of what we're all about here, And
if you haven't been on, let us know, and we'll try to schedule you in sometime.
Yep.
And the more money you donate, the higher up you get in the list.
Well, damn, I should have been somewhere in 2020 then.
Don't feel like you have to bring your A game because we certainly
right.
Yeah, I mean, like Chris was saying, all his editing, he puts the front and the back on it. He basically makes a shit sandwich every week.
Every damn week, yeah.
All right.
And then I come up with the worst fucking possible title.
Yeah.
Chris edits it so good you can hear when we start and when we stop, and then the hour and a half before and after that. Well, that's it, folks. Good night, everybody. Hey, let's talk shit about everybody right now. Yeah, nobody will hear it. Fuck all y'all.
All right, let's move on to our discussion. A year in review. So, JC kind of started us off by explaining why we were assholes of the year. So we'll start with JL since he was absent. What were your some of your fondest memories from 2017?
Friggin' TFCon. Being drunk and horrible for like 3 days. I don't have a lot of memories because of how much I drink. So, but I got photos from that show.
I got to make Chicago this year.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Anything else, JL?
I'd say probably like all the pranks we did. Those are still awesome. The one too. And I did really enjoy Skullfest this year too. It's too bad that like everybody couldn't make it, but Chris was there. So.
Yep. And I got some of that cheese at macaroni.
Oh fuck yeah, you did. That shit was good too. That was, you know what? That's my highlight of the year is eating that macaroni and cheese.
I made that shit for fucking Christmas dinner. I couldn't fucking enjoy it. I was sick as a dog, but everybody else did.
Well, let's continue the segue. How about you, Chris? What were some of your favorite memories for the year?
I'm definitely getting this fucking thing going. I mean, we don't give a fuck, but we actually kind of give a fuck about this thing, whatever the fuck it is, that we all just show up and do it.
Mm-hmm.
It really is a labor of love. Anybody who does any of these things, we're not making any fucking money. We're not going to look to monetize ourselves. We're just.
We all aren't.
Oh, okay.
I'm already writing checks, bitches.
Leave it to the Jew to bring the money into it.
Oh.
Oh man.
If y'all want some merch, PM me. I got some merch for you. I took a T-shirt and I just write TKO on it with a Sharpie, and it's $35.
Yeah, and speaking of T-shirts, I do have them, and I'm selling them for cost. Whatever it cost me is what I've been selling them for, like $15.
I can't believe they only cost $75 to make.
I know. I get only the finest Chinese children to make my clothing.
And only $30 shipping too. You're a miracle worker, Chris.
Yep.
That's that bulk discount.
Yeah.
That's what that the 3% there is. That what that is?
Uh-huh.
We ship them all the way to Japan and then sell them to you cheaper and ship them EMS back over to the U.S. States.
That's stupid.
We don't know where it is. We don't know. See?
God.
So how about you, JC? What were some of your favorite memories from this year?
Oh man, I got a whole bunch.
Was it Raylan Tyler at TFCon?
Yeah, that was actually one of them. That was kind of fun. Just getting this whole thing started with you guys. I think we started back in July or June, I want to say.
August
when we had our first show.
We started 21 weeks ago.
Chris and I started planning it in June, I think, and then we got the guys on board, and so that's been all fun. TFCon was great. Now that I look back on it, the ride there and back really sucked at the time. But now that I look back on it, it was a really cool memory just to drive across the country with my homeboy Bugs. So that's about it. Those are my top memories, and just keep doing this all the time. Doing this every week with you guys.
And to continue on that, definitely TFCon was the highlight of the year for me.
Eric's is JC riding in his lap the whole way to TFCon.
He had to keep me awake somehow. But it was. I mean, I've done. I've done 2 other cross country trips. Once to Charlotte for TFCon and once to Philadelphia to RetroCon. And this was probably my favorite one, just because JC was there. It made the trip a lot more enjoyable. And then just walking the National Mall, I never thought I'd get a chance to do that, just being out here in Wisconsin and just being able to double up with TFCon and check out the Capitol and shit and see it in person, see the Washington Peener.
Yeah, that was fun, man. But that was a long fucking walk, boy.
Yeah, it was, and you didn't have a bum ankle to do it on either.
No, but it was hot and shit.
But
like 50 degrees out.
It was worth it to do it once just to say I did it. I've walked the entire length of the mall. But,
yeah, all 2.5 fucking miles of it. God damn.
Yeah, it was very large.
Mm-hmm.
And then going to the museum, seeing Jetfire, the Blackbird.
Oh, yeah. That was cool too. That was awesome.
And the space shuttle that was there, that was pretty sweet. And yeah, and of course, DairyCon is always a highlight, but it can't come close to how magical TFCon was. Yes. And even though TFCon is back in Chicago, that's wonderful for me. I don't have to drive cross country. I think that while it is more convenient for me with it being as close as it is, I think it takes a little bit of the magic away because it makes it feel less special because you don't have to earn it to get there.
I'm gonna earn it.
Well, yeah.
I'm fucking earning the money to buy the fucking plane ticket.
Yeah. I already started volunteering for overtime just so I have a nice huge chunk of cash to bring with.
Nice. You're gonna need it.
In that bitch.
You're gonna need it.
And who knows? I might double up and I might check out downtown Chicago while I'm there too. I haven't been to the Willis Tower yet, so it'd be kind of neat to go all the way up there.
Chicago's a huge fucking area.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it starts down south and into Illinois and runs all the way to Green Bay.
But
get you some of that Chirac while you were there.
Definitely, those were my memories. How about you, Rob? What was some of your favorite memories from this year?
Actually, this year kind of got a little bit nuts. I started getting a lot more involved with the communities, with the different collectors groups, mostly ROC. I started writing for their blog off and on, getting more involved with those guys. DairyCon, it's a highlight for us every year. You know, me and my son pile into the car and head on down, and there's always great people. I got to meet a lot more of them this year that I've been talking to online.
Well, and you also made it to the fall special too.
Oh yeah, that's definitely up there too. That fall special was a riot.
That's basically the DairyCon version of Skullfest.
It was a trip. You know, smaller group of people. I mean, much smaller group, but lots of good guys there. A lot more personal. Lots of good laughs.
Oh, was that your barbecue?
Yeah, that was our barbecue party, and we did. Brian Emmer hosted it, and he opened his garage up, and everyone set up tables and buy, sell, trade, and then we ate all kinds of food, and it was good stuff.
Oh yeah.
And Mike Boyle, he brought this really, really good. It was non-alcoholic, but forget that. But it was a really good hard cider, but without the alcohol, and it was from Utah. And he says you can only order it every once in a while because it's hard to get, but it is good.
Oh, it was awesome. And then you had Ivan doing the DJ work.
Yeah,
Ivan's always got some good music.
Yeah, Ivan is awesome. He lives in Chicago. I hope. Well, I don't know if he'll have time, but I hope he gets to TFCon. He does DJing, and then he also works with Vinyl Records.
Yep.
In a store in Chicago, and we got to listen to some pretty sweet old music at the fall special.
Oh yeah, I could talk to him about music all day. Yeah. Oh, I had a lot of fun there, and like I said, just a lot of fun getting more involved and getting to spend some more time with the collector's world, and it's a lot more time getting Ian involved in some of this stuff too.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to next year again.
Yeah, we're only 4 months away now from DairyCon.
Yeah. And I'll admit, getting a job that didn't suck the life out of me helped a lot too.
Yeah, I remember you rejoicing on Facebook about how happy you were that you finally got a new position.
Oh, dude, it's been to say gravy job is an understatement compared to Central. I'm getting some of my personality back. It's kind of nice. Depression sucks.
Yeah, well, especially when your job is causing it.
Yeah, 10 years. That was enough. So it's nice to have that positivity back in my life so I can enjoy this more.
Okay. So let's do our let's go to JL. What was your best and worst buy this year as far as figures were concerned?
Man, I've had a lot of good buys. You know, I'd say look around here for a second. It was a long year though. A lot of stuff came out this year. I think if I had to pick a favorite out of everything, it'd probably be MP36 Megatron.
You son of a bitch! You stole my thunder.
Yeah. I think he stole everyone's thunder on that one. How about your worst buy?
I don't have MP36, so he didn't steal mine.
Nice. And my worst buy, probably the leader class 6-shot.
Hasbro one?
Yep. The one that had the knees that didn't work.
Oh.
They would not hold him up.
I got mine leaning against the wall. It's still...
No, wait a minute. You just had a beachcomber that its head crumbled, and you're saying that this was still the worst buy?
Yeah, it's gone. No, wait. No, he's not, dude. I actually, that was part of that trade I did for the G2 Grimlock, but I forgot, man. He had already gotten the 6-shot, so I still have it in a box around here somewhere. I traded him the quick switch that had been sitting in that gift set box since I bought it for months.
Okay. How about you, JC? What was your best and worst buys?
Oh,
Chugs.
God. So much good shit this year. I mean, literally. Fuck, dude. It's really hard.
It is, isn't it?
So is your best Fans Toys Omega?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say Black Zarak is cool too, but that Omega boy, he's something else.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with him. And for my worst, I'm going to go ahead and say the Fans Project fucking female Dinobot.
Ooh.
That thing is horrible.
Worse than your Leonidas?
Leonidas was pretty fucking bad too, but I got rid of that. So, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna change that. Let's go with Leonidas because that thing was fucking terrible. So, not too many bad ones this year, though. I mean, a lot of honorable mentions. You know, we won't get into all of them, but everything's been pretty good this year, and I spent a lot of fucking money.
How about you, Chris? What was your best and worst buys for the year?
I'm having trouble knocking down a best. But I'd probably say, just for aesthetic quality, probably Fans Toys Phoenix.
Yeah, he's a good one,
too. That's a good one, too, boy.
Just because he fits the bill. I mean, I wish he would have had a waist swiveled. I can't believe they couldn't have figured that shit out. But it is what it is. Now, for the worst buys, since there's so many excellent KOs of MP36 coming out, I'm going to have to say the fact that I actually paid full price for that cocksucker.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's harsh, bro.
I'm glad I got that pre-order price from Amazon. That JP, that was the way to go.
Yeah, I'm happy.
And really, I mean, looking at all these KOs of the thing that are coming out, their quality's right the fuck there, right next to it. I mean, a couple paint apps are off. Like I saw one where the faces kind of looked a little wonky. But all in all, you know, for like less than half of what that fucking official went for, it's not a bad trade.
Yeah, but a wonky face. You give me a pack of wonky faces with it, I'm throwing the whole goddamn thing in the garbage.
I can fix wonky face, though.
I don't know about that. I've seen you a couple of times.
Nice. Good one. Yeah. But no, I mean, that probably makes, fuels a lot of my decision-making, is if it's something minor that I can fix, I'll take that chance.
Okay. Well, as for me, I was thinking about saying MP Megatron, but since JL did it, I'm going to have to go with these Generation Toy Clear Constructicons I got from JC.
Yeah!
They stand out on my shelf, and they are just gorgeous.
Nice.
I'm really glad you like them, man.
Oh, I absolutely love the Constructicons, and they just look awesome in the clear plastic.
So glad they went to a good home, to be honest with you.
Those clear ones just beg to be backlit by some green LEDs. That thing is just stellar to look at.
It is. It's awesome. And I will combine it sometime shortly. I'm continuing to enjoy the individual bot modes. They just look great.
Gen Toy knocked it out of the park with the individual bot modes on that thing.
But as far as worst figure I got this year, that's I'm pretty good with buying stuff. But I did at the DairyCon Fall Special. I did receive a freaking Age of Extinction strafe figure in the drawing, and like it's got like rubber tails on it, and like there's one's supposed to go one way, one's supposed to go the other, and they both go the same way.
Yeah, they do.
So
I actually kind of like that figure, to be honest with you.
So that would probably be my worst figure that I've gotten this year. So anyway, and then our last discussions question is, what are we
did we do Rob?
Oh yeah, I suppose. I'm such a prick. I'm sorry, Rob.
Y'all forgot about Trey.
So what was your best and worst of the year?
Best, I'm kind of tied because I got Carnifex early in the year, and I could just stare at that figure. I love that figure.
Sexy as a motherfucker, isn't it?
Oh, hell yeah. But in all honesty, it's funny as it sounds, I'm going to have to think Klaatu, that Cosmos from X-Trans, because he's just stupid fun to play with. He looks great, and it's fun to just sit there and fiddle with.
Nice.
But worst? Oh, that one I got hands down. Bad Cube Hoist.
Wow, really?
That thing is a mess. I can't stand, I have to have him standing against the wall because the knees are so loose. And I can't figure out a way to fix them. And then the first time I tried to go back to truck mode, it took me 5 hours.
Jesus Christ. 5 hours.
And I had to throw that thing away.
Dude, I sat it on my desk and walked away from it several times because I was going to chuck it across the room. I was trying to take some pictures of it, and I was trying to go back to truck mode, and it's like, I will never do this again.
So you fiddle with it for a little bit, take a moment, walk away, go make yourself a turkey and cheese sandwich, and come back.
Resist the urge to grab the hammer out of the closet on the way back.
Well, if you do that, make sure to make a video of it, and we'll be glad to put it up on our page.
You might get your wish if I get the X-Trans version.
All right, now we can move on to the last question, our last discussion. So, what are we looking forward to in 2018? JL.
MP Dinobot.
See, I went with you again because I figured you were going to steal the thunder again.
Yeah, I said MP Dinobot.
Is that all you're looking forward to?
Looking forward to getting RC that doesn't look like it's fucking just stupid. So Fans Toys RC. And MP Dinobot. And that's like all I can think of that I'm looking forward to that's coming out. Like, really looking forward to.
All right. JC, what are you looking forward to in 2018?
Well, it's not buying more toys, I'll tell you that, but I know that'll be part of it. First thing I'm looking forward to is the ice melting on the river and fishing season starting again. That's priority number one. Then DairyCon shortly, probably right after that. Looking forward to hanging out with Bugs. I know Tyler's coming. I know Rob's coming. Dustin's coming. We're gonna make DairyCon fucking great again, guys.
Oh hell
We're gonna have tables set up. I'm gonna probably try to get some merch to bring with me. We're gonna be doing a live video podcast and some interviews from the show.
I still got that Tiger Zord in my tote that you had me hang on to.
Nice. I don't even have that much shit for sale, but I know that you will, Bugs. I know Dustin will.
Yep.
I'm sure Tyler will bring some stuff. And I'm going to have a TKO banner done up, and we'll be sitting there, and I'll have the microphone out and a video camera, and we'll be doing some interviews from the show and just kind of doing a live podcast, that sort of thing. And, just getting fucked up. So that'll be fun, too.
Yeah, it will.
And for the summer, I'm looking forward to hopefully our camping trip that we go on. Should be a good time.
Catfish Fest.
Catfish Festival. I got a big old deep fat fryer. We'll be cooking that shit up on the shoreline, buddy. Like, man.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking fun, dude. We're going to boat into a fucking secluded spot, and we're just going to camp for a couple days. We're probably going to rape Tyler a couple times. The fun stuff.
Just regular
camping. Just regular camping, but with Tyler. So, and then right around the corner after that's going to be TFCon Chicago, and that's the big event of the year, and I'm looking forward to taking the wife this year and just hanging out with all you guys, and of course continuing this show throughout 2018.
Okay. How about you, Chris? Where are you looking forward to 2018?
My dick.
Finally finding the will to live.
There's still time left this year to find it.
No.
No, it's over. I don't even want to go to work tomorrow. Fuck.
Well, weather-wise, I can't stand fucking winter. And every successive winter, I hate it more and more.
I feel that one.
And you guys got it worse than I do. But I can't stand it. Toy-wise, I guess I'm looking forward to the Cliff Jumper and Skids, most of all. And the Stunticons. That would be interesting. And aside from that, I guess the next con.
So what is the next con for you?
Well, it won't be Dairy Con.
Aww.
I have to go to Colorado and visit my brother in March. Towards the end of March, I got to go there. So that's going to take up some budget.
Yeah, considering you're ditching your other brothers in April to go visit that brother in March. I see how.
Dude, if I could go to Colorado, I'm going to Colorado, man. I'm getting fuck.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. I'm smoking all the weed.
It'd be my luck. I'd go to Colorado, do that, and get drug tested the day I got back.
Yup, me too, bro. If I go to Colorado, I ain't coming back, probably. I'm just going to live on the streets and shit.
Yeah, my brother just went home today. He was here for a week, and he's been out there about a year now. And I had other family who lived out there for I think it was close to 15 years. But the one thing that was really selling me on it is this brother came back and he said, we have no mosquitoes out there because it's too high of an altitude and there's not enough oxygen for them to survive. I'm like, fucking A, I'm out.
Oh, God, that sounds like paradise.
Yeah, we got all the bugs here, man. Fuck. Gross.
Fucking hate mosquitoes.
Yep.
So anything else you're looking forward to next year, Chris?
My dick.
Shut the fuck up with you. I don't know. That can be a very deep question. But let's just keep this thing going and keep not giving a fuck and try and stay away from 30-day fucking Facebook bans for cold.
All right. So, Rob, what are you looking forward to in 2018?
Oh, man. Toy-wise, those Zeta aerial bots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got the first one yet?
Not yet. I was waiting for Hani to get them in stock.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, me too.
And then he looks good, though. And
yeah, Handy is a pretty attractive guy.
Oh yeah, he's a hottie. It's the hair. DX9's Omega.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one too. Me and Fans Toys, I don't know, we don't get along. But
well, you're wrong.
You keep saying that, but man, like I don't know. I've got one group of Fans Toys, and that's Spotter because my wife got it for me. All the rest of them, believe it or not, the only things I've ever sold out of this house were Fans Toys figures.
Savage.
That's the only thing you can move quickly.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Did you actually see Tesla?
I have them, man. I'm looking at them right now.
You know, the sad part about it is, I did not like it at all. But the sad part of it is I'm going to have to buy another one because nobody else is doing a Perceptor in the G1 style.
Yeah, you're never getting another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, toy-wise, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming out this year. That Gen Toy Primal. I've been all over that thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's a must-buy. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, DairyCon is always a highlight of our year. Looking forward to taking Ian to TFCon this year. That's going to be a riot.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a good time, man. Like, kid's going to be in fucking heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he might have a seizure walking into that much awesome.
Yeah, he might, yeah.
The first time I took him to DairyCon was pretty rough, but you know he was 100 miles an hour every direction, so it's probably what's going to happen at TFCon.
Plus, he's going to see all those cosplay teenage girls and
he'll be
go all horror.
He'll be 14 at that time, right?
Yeah, that's right after his 14th birthday. His birthday's in September. So. Yeah, we're getting to that age, so I'm gonna have to put that boy on a leash.
Well, I was gonna say if you want him to get anything, you better dress him up like as a girl.
Hi, Mr. James Roberts. Can I get your autograph?
Yep.
I'll dress him up as RC.
Oh God. No, you gotta dress him up as a human whirl.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Or Magnus.
Done. God damn.
Hey, why isn't anybody looking forward to the Wei Zhang Omega?
Man,
you know
Nobody
what?
cares.
If
I'm
that thing
closing
comes
out,
out, if that thing comes out at that cheap of a price, I'm gonna buy it just to screw with it.
I'm gonna buy it to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Should be out next month.
They're talking what, 120 for that thing shipped?
$99, bro.
It was $99.
Man, why don't you still pick it up at Big Lots for $29?
Because they closed our Big Lots.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, that one in Plover ain't there no more.
Nope.
But
yeah, I'll buy that thing just to throw it to the kids and let them play with it. Just to see what it's like.
As for myself, what I'm looking forward to in 2018, well, first of all, I'll be starting my new job. So I'll be training on the 2nd and 3rd of January here to be a postal carrier. So that'll be.
I thought you were gonna be a Hooters girl.
You're joining that delivery squad life.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be a pole dancer.
Yeah.
That's the night job.
So I'll be looking forward to having a supplemental income to get more nice figures that I can brag about here on TKO going into 2018. Just like Rob was talking about, I still need an MP size Omega, and I'm definitely leaning towards the DX9 one. So with a little more jingle in my pocket, I'll probably get one of those. And I'm definitely interested in the MP-sized aerial bots, whether I get the Zeta ones or not, or I haven't decided yet. But again, I'll be looking forward to making those decisions once more of these products are all out on the market and I can actually see the final product and all that.
Well, if you're waiting for Fans Toys ones, you got at least 3 or 4 years before the first one hits, so you got plenty of time to save.
Yeah. But definitely looking forward to DairyCon. I absolutely love it. I'm also looking forward to nabbing my crown once again as the custom division Jumpstarter race champion.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone fears my little black Happy Meal Starscream Jumpstarter.
Yep, I'm coming for him again too this year, bud. Back-to-back champs.
I can't even count how many times I've won, because I think there was one year where I couldn't find it because it was hidden in a tote and I forgot to bring it. But just about every year I've entered that thing in the custom division, I have managed to win it all. So we'll see.
Why? What's special about it? You send me a picture so I can put it in the thing.
I will. Well, because the whole Jumpstarter race is you put it in vehicle mode, pull it back, and then whichever one goes the farthest and lands on its feet wins. So okay. I don't know if it's just the way the figure was molded that gives it the right balance, but just about every time I pull that thing back, it will land on its feet. So
nice.
Obviously, the majority of the people, they will customize actual G1 jump starters of twin twist or top spin. Fred has an entire horde of twin twist and top spin for the traditional jump starter race. He's got to have like 500 of them by now. He finds them at flea markets and just buys them. What was that at the last TFCon that was in Chicago? We went into a room and there was a guy that had like 30 of them in a box and he bought all 30 of them.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, so
there's a technique to it, man. There really is, and I'm not sharing my technique with anybody.
Dude, Fred's got to have an entire room full of those things at this point.
Yes, it's going to be interesting, like if he ever decides to start selling them, if he just starts selling them by the pound, because the dude has got super sense when it comes to flea markets. He will find any Transformer that is at a flea market in the Wisconsin area. But
nice.
Let's see, what else am I looking forward to? Well, obviously TFCon. It's going to be interesting to see how the new hotel is, since they're not going to the same one they went to the last two times. Or has it been the last three? I'm trying to remember how many Chicago ones there have been, but
they've had two at the Hyatt there.
Okay, so they were in the basement the first time, and then they were up in the nice room the second time. So I have no idea what kind of facilities this new place has. So it will be an adventure of discovery, just trying to figure out where everything is in the building, what kind of menu options the restaurant there has. Hopefully, it's a lot better than the one in DC.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else am I looking forward to? Well,
some more lap dance.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. But we'll see how the year goes. I'm optimistic, but we still got 3 more years of Trump yet.
7.
Oh, 7. 7.
No.
I guess, Bugs, really what you should be looking forward to in 2018 is the start of Cowboys training camp.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but at least my team gave up on me early. You get to wait for disappointment for 2018.
Man, that fucking last game, they played like shit on both sides of that ball.
Against the Raiders?
God. Yes. Holy shit.
Yeah, you didn't look like the dominant team that was scaring everybody going into the playoffs here.
No.
I still think it's going to be the Vikings versus the Rams in the NFC Championship.
Only time will tell.
But if you guys win, great, whatever. You're long past overdue for finally getting one. And if you're playing the Patriots, I will definitely be cheering for the Eagles as much as it pains me to do it.
And at the end of the day, they're still all men in tights.
Honestly, as a fucking fan base, maybe they're assholes, maybe, whatever. But we deserve a championship.
Yeah. I cheered for them when they lost to the Patriots last time they got to the Super Bowl.
Throw up bowl.
But yeah, basically at this point, I'm all for anyone other than New England or Pittsburgh winning it all, as far as the teams that are left.
Fuck yeah, and fuck anything from Pittsburgh.
Because they both won enough as is, they don't need to win anymore. So hopefully I'll be seeing somebody that hasn't won a Super Bowl or hasn't won one in a while. Like I said, it'd be even cool to see the Vikings get one finally.
Go Hawks.
Yeah, and there we go. We can definitely look forward to the Badgers winning the Big Ten West again.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be looking forward to them losing in the Big Ten championship game to Ohio State again.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. Badgers will get me through the regular season. They'll choke in the postseason. That's what they always do.
Yep. Welcome to my world, bud.
So, anyway, I think that pretty much just about wraps up the show for this week. Anyone else got anything they want to talk about?
No,
I just wanted to say that I finished the last show of the year sitting on the toilet taking the worst dump y'all can imagine. And I wish I wish they had smell-o-vision, but we don't yet, so you just imagine it was terrible.
Well, thank you for that.
If you come...
Wait a minute, wasn't that a point of controversy on some show? Somebody taking a shit during a show?
That sounds like something that would be with like Howard Stern or something like that.
Sounds like something Matt would do.
Yeah. Anyway, I just want to thank Rob for coming on the show and being our guest this week.
Yeah,
you rock, sir.
It's been a lot of fun.
And again, I just want to thank all our listeners for helping us get through 2017 here. We started off rough. We're still kind of rough, and
still kind of rough, yeah.
I'm not making any guarantees we'll be any better in 18, but the only way you'll know is if you continue to listen.
At least you'll be entertaining and funny.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't ever promise anything you're not 100% certain you can deliver.
So with that said, I want to wish our listeners a happy new year, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Since some people are too lazy to read, here are the shout-outs. Shout out to TF and WTF Ever, the greatest Transformers and what the fuck ever Facebook group ever. Elno Customs, an international consortium of Transformers customizers and creators. Third-party TF Crashers, Yula Blamo. Hail Hasbro Reviews with Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. Shattercast Uncut. Bobby Skullface Reviews. Legions for the Fountain of Material. The Realm of Collectors. Figure Banging. The entire Cool Table Network. The Blackout and Shout Podcast. And of course, girls who make bad decisions with their bodies, and the fathers and or uncles that made them that way. And we wouldn't be a show without alcohol, marijuana, and coffee. The lifeblood of this program. If you liked what you heard and want more, like and subscribe. Comment and let us know what you thought. If you're on Facebook and want to join the party and become a fellow dreg, we're at TF and WTF Ever. All hate mail can be sent to tkothepodcast@gmail.com. We'll be back next week with some more nonsense.